Hey now, it's the Calling All Gamers podcast.
This is Chris.
And this is David.
It's been a while since we did a podcast.
Yeah, work has been really ramping up with the Black Friday.
Yeah, so we're just kind of getting ready for work and all the crazy sales we're gonna have. It's funny today how I mentioned, David, you want to do a podcast, and then one of our managers was laughing at us. Not laughing that we make a podcast, it's that she was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. You guys have a podcast."
Yeah, well, we do get some viewers and listeners and things like that.
Yeah.
And we do this mostly for fun, but yeah, the feedback we get is kind of interesting too. I am ramping up and finishing my final Doom video. It has to do with the PS3 version of Doom. That's gonna be up pretty soon, hopefully within the next month. But it was someone's birthday this past week.
The Xbox 360 turned 10 years old.
Yeah, I believe it was on the 22nd, and
Emails. I was gonna ask. Okay, so how long you think the servers will still be up for the 360?
I give it another 5 years.
Okay, sounds about right.
Yeah.
So
Because
maybe like 15 years then, 15.
yeah, because from what I know, a lot of people still play Halo 3.
Yeah. And
And-
4 online.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it now. The 1, 2, 3, and 4 are in the Xbox One, but people still play 3.
But not all the maps.
Not all of them. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Same thing with 4, not all the maps, right? Or no?
yeah. Same thing with 4. Not all the maps are. Well, maybe.
And Gears of War and all those other games
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, my friend Rudy, he particularly loves to play the original Gears.
That game still looks really good
Yeah.
for being a 360 game.
Yeah, 2 and 3 as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does hold up. And looking back at the 360, it basically made online. Like you could say the Sega Saturn started online, and the Dreamcast kind of continued that.
But
And
360 made it
yeah,
a
but
standard, like set the bar.
yeah, like and of course the original Xbox Live with the original Xbox, had its moments.
Yeah.
But the 360 was the one that really solidified consoles as
What online gaming should
as
be.
a way to play online games.
Yeah.
And and that, and that's and then of course the PSN wasn't able to. I guess now they're kind of catching up.
Yeah, from what I know, like the PlayStation 4 is online, like it's a lot better.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I haven't seen anything in particular that catches my attention, but I haven't really played online PlayStation 4 online.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, even now when I play, Killer Instinct or play the Battlefront demo and whatnot, I'm still getting solid connections and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's great. And how I got my 360 was probably what was kind of weird, but also very unique.
All right, go for it, cause I have a weird way. I got my 360 as well.
Okay. Well, I've bought all the games I wanted to get. I bought I believe Cameo and Perfect Dark,
Mhm.
a couple of days before the 360 was released.
Yeah.
Because we were allowed to, they gave us the games before the system, and I don't know. I think we might have had a promotion, like if you get one game, you get another game 50% off or something.
Was
like
this
that.
at what like electronic store was this?
I believe this was.
Circuit City? No?
I believe it was Sears. I'm not,
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
100% sure.
Yeah, Sears had sales like that. I remember.
Yeah, so I bought the games, and I just pretty much held on to them because I know I was gonna buy them, and I didn't get my 360 day one.
What did the day one have?
And no, there was no special edition.
Oh, it's just okay,
there was the
gotcha.
Xbox Arcade Edition, and then there was the 20 gigabyte. By now it seems like
Nothing.
nothing, but back then it was something.
Yeah, because it was the megabyte one.
No, it was there was an arcade one. I think came with a memory card,
Yeah.
which I think could store a few games in there, not
Yeah, not a lot, yeah.
a lot. It was mostly meant to be used as a memory card. And then there was a 20 gigabyte one where you could download some XBLA titles, but these titles were no more than maybe 70, 80 megabytes.
Oh, okay. So
You know, Zoom or whatever.
hexagon or hexa.
And,
Oh,
yeah, and I think Street Fighter Hyper Fighting was maybe 87 megabytes.
okay.
That's the biggest I think that was available at the time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And you got the 20 gig, right?
yeah. Anyway, and I was there for launch. Uh,
Where were you for launch? What Sears as well?
no, I was working. We're working at now at Target.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I didn't buy out launch, but I was there to sell it, and everyone was all hyped up and amped up, and they were talking.
Yeah.
And there was this one chick.
Okay.
She was around 5'6", blonde hair.
Okay.
She was Mexican, but she could pass off as a white chick.
Okay. She was a consumer.
She was a consumer.
Okay.
She wanted to find some way, because there was a line forming the day before. There was a line forming.
Yeah.
Management was getting kind of worried because they don't know if they should throw them out, and they had to make all these calls and stuff.
Okay.
And eventually, someone in the district said, "Just let them stay there. Don't worry about it."
Oh, like while waiting in line outside.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because this is a dangerous area, and if someone gets shot and killed, they don't want any lawsuits.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Someone higher up said it was okay. So anyway, this chick, I guess she saw the line, and she asked me if it was for the 360.
Mhm.
And then I said, yeah, those guys are gonna get it first. And how many units do you think guys are gonna have? And I said, I honestly did not know. I know we had them because I saw the boxes, but we
I
had
saw a lot of them, right?
yeah, but we had no way of checking
How many?
to how many. This is back then when we didn't really.
This was around 2006, right?
Yeah, it was released 2006. We had no real way of checking how many units we had. We just know we had them because we had to go to the stockroom to see if we had them.
Uh-huh.
And I tell her, yeah, those guys are probably gonna get it first. And then she threatens me, like,
She threatens you?
yeah, like she tells me, is there a way she could get one? And I say,
You have to wait in line.
no, you probably have to wait in line. If you get one, you get one. I can't hold it or anything.
Yeah.
And she says, I need to get one. I know some of those people are gonna sell them and whatever, and it's not fair. And I tell her, well, it's not my call. If you have a problem with them selling them, you got to deal with them. I'm only gonna be here to sell the units.
Yeah.
It's whatever they do with their machines is none of my concern.
Yeah.
She says, well, I could have my boyfriend kill you if I don't
Okay.
get one. And I was like, ma'am, if he really wants to kill me over an Xbox, that's really, really sad. Well, you could go ahead and get them. I'm pretty sure I'll have a cop here by the time you get here.
Yeah.
And
Wow, dude, that's weird.
yeah,
You think about it now, it's probably the same thing for the PS4 and Xbox One when it was like.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised. Anyway, she huffed and she walked out. And I called my manager. I think it was Lucy. I told him
What happened?
And I think he might have reported it to someone. And I don't know what happened. They might have had. I don't know if they looked into it, but I did not see that chick ever again. And
Whoa.
thank God. I came in the next day, sold the consoles. I didn't see her anywhere. Now we were out. We didn't expect to receive any more Xbox 360.
So that day, you guys sold out of all the Xbox.
Yeah.
360.
Well, of course, all
Yeah.
the arcade units and the
20
the
megabytes.
20 gigabyte
And
ones.
games probably too.
And we sold a couple of games too. We didn't
Yeah.
have anything. We had a few games left, but now second shipment.
Okay.
There were
Less units, right?
Yeah, we only received 2 units,
Oh gosh.
and I held and I saved my money to get for the second shipment.
Yeah.
But it was only 2 units, and I opened that day.
Yeah.
I opened, I was doing the ad where we have to come in at
Yeah.
5.
I used to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, have to come in 5 in the morning to put up the ad signs.
This was Sunday then.
Yeah, and the store manager sees the Xbox units because I was already done with the ad signs, and I had to start restocking some of the
Yeah.
stuff. And she asked me, is that an Xbox 360? And I said, yeah, it's we only got two in. And she asked me if is it okay to buy one.
It's like you're the
Well,
boss.
you're the boss. If you want to, we could,
Yeah.
I could sell you one. And she's looking at the time. It was like an hour till. So decides to she decides to to let us. She decides to open the electronics register about like 5 minutes early.
Okay.
And I I I asked her, is it okay if I could buy one too?
Yeah.
So she said it was okay. So we basically sold each other two Xbox 360 units 5 minutes before the store opens.
Okay.
And
Was there people like?
yeah, and right when the doors open, people rush over and ask if we have any Xboxes because they checked the computer or whatever, the internet, and it
Yeah.
says we had some. And I said no, we sold out. Like, oh no, we they never arrived.
Oh, okay.
That they could check back at 1 o'clock when the second truck arrives or
Yeah.
something.
Holy shit.
And and there was this one guy. He was fat, balding, 50 years old. Like,
Yeah.
if you look at him, he scares the hell out of you.
Yeah.
He was really pissed off because he would for sure thought, and he was right. It was unfair, but I should have been honest. I should have sold the Xbox 360 to this guy, but I didn't because I wanted it for myself. The big boss said it was okay. She told me I could put the Xbox 360 in her office, and I held onto the receipt, and it was a big red bag, and
Yeah.
I brought it home. My mom yelled at me because it was a whole new system.
Okay. She saw you buy the Xbox 360. She
Yeah.
saw when you brought the 360.
and I had a great time. My brother was looking at it. I played Perfect Dark. I loved it to death. And it brings pleasant memories. I think back to the first Xbox, and it was pleasant memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it started red ringing, I did whatever I can to keep it alive. But ultimately,
And then that's how you got another one later.
yeah, ultimately I got another one, and I kept that unit around until I decided to just recycle it because it was more of a how do you say that? Not a nostalgia. It was sentimental, and I kind of regret throwing it away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I needed room. I have consoles everywhere. I needed room for my Xbox One and whatever. But it was fun. The Xbox 360 brought a lot of memories.
I didn't get my 360 on 2006. I remember being at the mall and I was like, "Oh, dude, freaking people waiting in line." And then I remember like seeing them at Radio Shack because Radio Shack used to sell systems too. But no, I bought mine when I started working at GameStop, maybe around 2009. I bought it, or 10. I think I bought the 360 Slim.
Hmm.
So the way I bought it was that I had enough money to buy it, but there was something going on with my mom where like she might lose her job or something, and I couldn't buy it. So my mom's like, "Mom, like, is everything okay with your job?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I just got promoted or some shit like that." So I was like, "Oh, so happy." So I was like, I saved up money from working at GameStop. Like I think it was like my paycheck, the second paycheck or whatever. Then I finally bought my 360. The Slim. It was the 300 gigabyte one. I bought myself two games. I bought Modern Warfare 2 and I bought the Gears of War 1 and 2 collection.
Oh, I forgot I had that.
Yeah. Not it's not like your story where it was like really cool, but that's how I got my 360 and I didn't buy it the day one, but
But it was emotional because you didn't know if you could.
yeah, I
if you
didn't know
could
if I
afford it.
wasn't gonna be able to buy it. I mean, eventually I would have bought one, but then I remember playing it and like, dude, this is awesome. And then I bought Halo Reach later, and then yeah, when Halo Reach came out in 2012, right?
I believe so. Yes, that was Bungie's last Halo game.
Yeah. I remember I wanted to buy the Halo Reach 360 edition. It was a nice looking one, dude. That was a really cool one. Yeah.
What stopped you?
I already had the other 360. I couldn't have two. But then I bought the Gears when Gears 3 came out because I made payments and I pre-ordered it, and that was an awesome system, dude.
Yeah, that's the one I
Still
have.
got that one. The controller's nice. The controller's comfortable, dude. Not heavy.
Yeah,
Has some good weight to it. Really good for shooters.
that's what surprised me. I don't know why Microsoft had to change the control from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One.
I'll tell you this: the pad is a lot better than this one.
The D-pad.
Yeah.
That's debatable. Like I think I need to get a new Xbox One control because it's because
No, this is well honestly for fighting games for the Xbox One for Killer Instinct. I don't use the analog pad. I use the I don't use the pad. I use the yeah, this is the analog one.
the
Right?
analog.
Yeah, I use that. That's better for fighting games for me. Well, at least for Killer Instinct, I know how to do everything, the motion, and you get used to it after a while. So
I haven't played that in a while. I gotta get back into it.
yeah, it's a fun game. Season 3 is next year. So but yeah.